Now we go into First to Know News. Eve, new format. First to Know News. This is rough.
You know I want to talk.
You know, we're talking.
I want to talk about everything.
For those who haven't noticed, we're mixing up First to Know events with reels.
Right.
So every event is a reel now, as opposed to long format podcasts talking about events. But now we got our research guy, Tony Tedford, and Jessica Molyneux mic'd up with us for local news of the week, which is pretty cool.
Oh, okay. So this way we're getting through events quick so people can figure out where they're going, plan their day. They don't have to listen to us.
Wham,
just
bam,
blah,
we're
blah around.
on the road going to an event. We're not going to fool around. Let's give them the info and move on.
Get in, get out.
But I thought it would be kind of cool just to talk about local events and share things that resonated with us the past week. And for me, there were a couple things.
Okay.
I watched a podcast the other day that blew me away. So it was a Jordan Peterson podcast, number 563, titled Something Non-Human Has Been Here for a Long Time. Peterson, he interviews a guy named Dr. Garry with 2 R's, Garry Nolan, Nolan.
Okay.
And he is a Stanford professor, geneticist, PhD, probably one of the most prolific inventors in our time right now over at Stanford, raking in royalties, selling businesses. He's had up to like 12 businesses. He has over 65 patents, I believe, 350 research articles, and the holder of 50 U.S. patents, and has been honored as one of the top 25 inventors at Stanford University.
So pretty legit.
Totally legit.
Okay.
Highly, highly, highly credible. And when they talk about people who have been published, most people who have a PhD have published 3 articles or maybe 2 articles, 2 papers, I should say. He's published over 300.
Okay.
300. So what resonated with me were 2 things or 3 things. One was he's so credible, but how does he do it? How is he so prolific? One thing that he mentioned in his companies is he's teaching LLMs to write grants for his projects, as well as submit trademark papers to his trademark lawyers, which is the grunt work, the heavy work.
Right.
And part of it just made me realize we need to do more of that. We need to work harder at implementing AI in our company. We're doing a great job just as Motion. We're using Opus AI. We're using Chat. We're using 5 or 6 tools, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's just amazing how prolific he is with AI. But the ending of the podcast is, and you guys all got to listen to it, because he talks about what he does in genetics and blood work, and he creates these machines that test blood and test materials and all kinds of stuff that his patents do. But he's so credible that the Department of Defense, I'm summarizing, came to him and said, hey, we want you to check out the data behind all these UAPs and UFOs and these people claiming they've seen stuff or been taken up or whatever. So he did his data work, because he says it's all about the data. Right. So all he cares about is where's the data going to point him. And at the end of the podcast, he goes, 100% they're here.
Nope.
100%.
Nope.
You're not a believer?
I'm a believer. I don't want to be a believer.
Okay, so watch the podcast.
And he's
so
put me on that
believable. And he's so smart.
And it's not like he's just a crackpot walking around in a trench coat down the Vegas Strip. Like
he's just going off of data and observation, nothing else.
Tom DeLonge from Blink-182 has been saying that aliens exist for years.
Well,
and everyone's like,
if you can't believe a rock star.
Right. Believe this guy.
He ends a podcast with, I think the earth is somebody else's land, somebody else's property.
Let's put us on a bus or something.
So,
but
I'm a believer.
Well, look out. I mean, look at this. There's no way it's just us. Like, how egotistical
I don't think so either, but it's
be.
nice not to have a crackpot talking.
Yeah.
Having somebody
data,
who's highly
research.
Intelligent, who's looking at the data, who doesn't really care. And he's, what's interesting about him, he's smart, but he's also great at talking with people and conveying ideas. That's why he's probably so successful with building businesses. It's selling, right? And communicating. So look up Dr. Garry Nolan, Garry with 2 R's, Jordan Peterson podcast. I had an hour and a half, totally worth the listen. Just listening to his resume, I skipped over a lot of it. He's the Rashford and Carletta A. Harris professor in the Department of Pathology at Stanford University School of Medicine. Like I said, published over 300 research articles and the holder of 50 U.S. patents, one of the top 25 inventors at Stanford, an outspoken proponent of translating public investment in basic research to serve the public welfare, which I love. He wants to release the information for the benefit of the public, not holding stuff back. He recently sold his company to another company for $207 million in 2014 on an investment of $14 million. I think he runs 9 or 10 other companies. Crazy.
But there's nothing for him to gain by coming out and saying something like this. It's not, he doesn't need the money. He doesn't need the notoriety.
He just wants to know the data. And when he talks about, these guys are messing with inertia and mass, and it's nothing we can do yet. Pretty cool stuff.
Pretty cool.
That was my top interesting podcast. The other one is on the other side of the paradigm of intelligence. Streaming Wars by South Park.
Are you hopping on the South Park train right now? Are you one of those that are watching the stuff?
By accident.
By accidentally.
Okay. My wife subscribed to Paramount Plus. Ask me why.
Why?
Because she's not a big fan of our president, as are about 48% of the other people in the population, but they lost the vote.
Yeah.
She subscribed to Paramount Plus because of the parodies that South Park was doing on Trump. So she's like an instant supporter of South Park. However, what she doesn't realize is they're freewheeling. They will make fun of everybody. Eventually they'll come back around and make fun of
They made fun of Biden. They made fun of everybody. Yeah.
Exactly. That being said, so now that we're subscribed, I'm like, oh, I can watch South Park streaming now. And what was the first thing that popped up was Streaming Wars, the movie, which is all about the battle for water in Colorado. And the main antagonist, bad guy, is an Italian guy with the last name PiPi, P-I-P-I. And he owns a water park. And since the water park was 50% pee, he decided that he could take all the water out of the water park and just do only pee in the water park.
Excellent.
And save a lot of water.
Brilliant.
And then sell the pee for drinking.
Where does he get the pee?
Well,
from the kids at the water park.
Eventually, it just becomes 100% pee.
Because the kids are just peeing in the pool all the time. So he produces the pee. He's PiPi. He's like an Italian guy. His last name is a PiPi.
Remember, it's South Park.
And so it's Streaming Wars, which is kind of a double entendre, I think
Get
you
it?
would say.
Streaming. Get it?
So Streaming Wars, it's great. And what's interesting is all about the battle for water in Colorado, and it's all it's really based in truth and water rights and reselling water to municipalities, taking it away from farmers. And the farmers in the episode are weed growers, pot growers. So they add that to it. So I went from PhDs in Jordan Peterson to PiPi Wars.
You got to give your brain a break.
In one day.
You got to be able to let it rest.
So that's my streaming update.
You know what I watched? I watched a show called Sirens. I thought it was going to be about mermaids. It wasn't. But it was, so who's in this? So Julianne Moore, Kevin Bacon.
I like Julianne Moore.
Whole bunch of people. But it's this very wealthy, affluent family that lives up on a hill. And you realize the bad guys aren't really the bad guys. It's the good guys. It's very good. It was, I think, 5 episodes, maybe 5 45-minute episodes.
So Sirens, is this on Netflix? Amazon?
Netflix, okay. Yep. And it was a fun show. It was a fun watch, and the twists and turns, there's a lot of them in there. And it was just a really good show. And it was quick. It was like a 5 episode and done. But I was reading some of the comments, and the women have a lot to say.
Rare.
Yeah. The women have a lot to say about this one. So, like, see, told ya. So, yeah. No mermaids, though. So if you're expecting to watch this and see mermaids.
Well, if you ever heard a mermaid talk underwater, it's a little annoying.
Yeah. No mermaids, cliffs and water, but no mermaids.
Okay.
No flying cars either.
Is that your stream? You got anything else?
That was my streaming. No, I'm real busy. So I don't get to watch a
But
lot
you've
of
been
TV.
watching Building the Band since I mentioned it to you.
Yeah, I watched the first episode. Very good.
It is good.
Very,
They're talented,
very
huh?
Very good. Yeah, it's interesting.
Wait till you get to the bands. There's two bands that are really good that end up in the finals. But they're
Well, and I love watching the blind reaction because you hear the voice and it's just like, it's kind of like the move or that show, The Voice, where it's like you got your back to them and you're listening and it's just, it doesn't matter what they look like. It's that voice. However, at the end of the day, it is Hollywood and it does.
little
you know, when you put it
Hollywood,
together.
little light. What
Yeah.
I think what you're also alluding to, or what you'll witness, is they're kind of like, acceptance.
Oh.
They pronounce being accepting of everybody, but then when they see their bandmates for the first time, you can see they're judging them hard on their appearance. I'm like, oh, I thought you were a little
we
on
all
the
just
accepting
love
side.
everybody. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
you watch.
Human nature kicks in real quick.
Yeah, it's just like those 90-day fiancés. I don't care what they look like. I'm going to marry them. Oh, married at first sight. They meet each other in pods.
Yikes.
So they don't get to see each other, but they get to know the person because you're just talking and talking and talking. And then, but you're kind of dating other people in these pods and you finally kind of narrow it down. This is my person. And they're like proposing in 4 days because this is the one. And then you see them and you're like, yeah,
You have to be attracted.
I
have to be.
Yeah.
They don't choose ugly people for that show.
There's very few uglies. However, Love Island, bunch of hottie girls. But the guys, it was like they went to a 7-Eleven and were like, you'll do. Get in the car. You're going to an island. Watch the show. Not good. Not good. But so that's my story.
Right.
All right.
Cool. Get other top news stories? What's
do.
resonated with you?
Well, you know me. I'm very simple. But I don't like to, my world is like this. I only want to see good stuff and fun stuff. But there are, so YouTubers, influencers, they are making a difference in the world. They make a lot of money just promoting events and
garbage.
stuff. Yeah, they do.
Sorry.
But you're going to like these two. So it's Ryan and Hailey. They are a married couple. Trahan, I think is how they say their last name. They have decided to visit 50 states in 50 days.
Oh, I saw these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're do-gooders.
Yep. And they're trying to raise money for St. Jude Research Hospital. They were hoping to raise $1 million. And they set out from Texas in June 10th, and quickly, like within 3 days, raised $1 million.
Sweet.
And so they're just concluding now, and they've raised $10 million for St. Jude's in
What
50
are their
days.
names?
It is Ryan and Hailey Trahan.
Okay.
So good job to them.
It's a nice
Using
little
your
track.
platform for good, not evil.
So, jumping over to other news.
What you got?
What are the top states moving to Arizona as of the U-Haul mid-year report? Can you guess what the number one state is?
Got to
that
be
people are coming
California.
from?
California,
It's
of course.
Cali.
Utah,
It's Cali.
Washington, and Oregon.
It's Cali, number one. Texas is number two.
Texas?
Texas is number
Oh.
two. There's also a lot of people moving to Texas. Colorado's number three, which you would think would be the other way around. But there's a lot of state swapping going on, it seems
Yeah.
like. Nevada's 4. Number 5, people coming from Washington to Arizona. Number 6 is Utah. 7, New Mexico. And 8 is Oregon.
Why would you leave Oregon?
And maybe they're tired of being wet. I don't know.
I don't know.
Or it could be the conservatives are tired of what's going on in Oregon because there's a lot of that going on.
It's just so pretty there. I don't know.
So and actually for people that don't know, U-Haul publishes something, I think twice a year, and they publish the one-way U-Haul rental reports. So if they rent something from Washington, they know that people are moving there. And it's all residential. Kind of interesting.
Nice. I like it. But I wouldn't have thought Texas because I had a friend who sold a house in California and bought the cheapest, like giant house in Texas. But it's very humid, very Texas.
It's flat.
Yeah.
Texas is flat.
Severe weather.
Oh, severe weather.
Lots of holes in the ground too.
Oh, Dina lives there. Dina's always got
Dina's
issues.
on the coast too. So she's humid, losing power, storms.
Yeah. Internet's always out. Maybe she just doesn't want to talk to us, but.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Internet.
Going through another Texas tunnel. Yeah. So she's always got issues, floods and crazy. So, all right. I could see it. So. But once people get here, they stay here, right? Because why would you leave?
Kind of.
Oh, good.
So what's your guys' favorite app right now? You know how you every now and then you run across an app, you load it to your phone, you use it a lot, and then maybe you stop using it after a while. So what's your favorite app right now?
Right now, my most frustrating but favorite is Carvana, because remember I bought the car.
Oh, you're tracking your car.
I'm tracking my car. So check it every morning. Like, nope, still August 31st. So
yeah, they got to get all the salt water out of the engine.
like, as soon as this puppy dries, we're going to send it over. Yeah. So that's my favorite app. What have you found?
Well, on our road trip, the watch duty app for fires, because there were so many fires going on, and they're going on everywhere. They're normal actually, but we're going through mountain towns, and you want to avoid obviously a road that's shut down due to a fire. And that's exactly what happened. We got an alert on the watch duty app for a fire near us, near Ouray, Colorado, because it shut down the short way out of town, because it's a mountain town. So there's 2 ways in and out of mountain town usually.
Scary.
There's a long way and a short way. And so we had to take a long way. It was an extra 45 minutes, but that app saved us from being stuck waiting or having to turn around and pulling a long rig. You really can't turn around on a mountain road. So watch duty app, it'll give you alerts to the fires you want to be alerted to, but it's nationwide. But
does it do other alerts like, oh, they've closed the highway for
highway closures?
Okay.
Amount of acreage, percentage contained, and then if you want to actually pay, you get higher level service, but it gives you the basics for free. It's a great app. So watch duty app is a great app to track fires. What do you got,
My favorite
Jay?
app right now is YouTube TV, because football starts on Thursday.
Okay. This is a gimmick with the NFL right now.
Oh, it's so bad.
I'm really mad, but it is what it is.
You guys are NFL nerds. So
NFL nerds. So in order to watch, if I wanted to watch every game, I have to have YouTube, right?
No, you have to have YouTube plus live TV.
Okay, but I have satellite, so I'm able to watch all my local games.
Right.
Is that what it's called? YouTube Plus Live TV?
Yeah, so
I thought maybe it was YouTube but
it kind of is, because if you don't have a satellite or cable service,
which I don't,
you can watch every game by getting YouTube TV.
YouTube TV, which is $80 a month,
and then the NFL package,
which is another $280
some bucks for the
you're paying
season.
$360?
They do break it into monthly
payments. What about just getting Amazon?
Please.
You got internet for $100 and Amazon for $15, and then you're watching live games.
No, because I'm a Bengals fan, and Bengals are not at 10 a.m. Sunday morning. I want to watch the game I want to watch.
They should be giving Bengals games for free because they suck so bad.
You also have to have Amazon too, because Thursday night games are
Amazon
on Amazon
Prime, and then ESPN Plus and the NFL channel. But is that on YouTube TV?
Yes.
So all I have to do, because I have Dish Network, is I just add the NFL package, which is still $285 a month.
Yeah, but because
or not a month, a year. For the year,
I have to do YouTube TV, NFL Sunday Ticket, and Amazon Prime.
Ridiculous.
There
was a joke that said,
I don't get it. So I just got Starlink and Amazon. I'm good.
No, you're good. You can watch lots of football games. You just can't watch all the football games. So you can watch, like, I don't know, whatever is slated for this area, but you're not going to see Bengals versus Ravens unless it's the...
Well, I wouldn't watch that anyways because Bengals suck.
You would, because they're going to be awesome. There was a joke, though, that said, the first half of this game will be on Netflix, and then you will need to switch over if there's any overtime, or you'll have to go over to...
complicated.
It was a joke, but it was like, there's so much of it. And Frank, Frank, football, work. He just... But... we panic on Thursdays because we're like,
start protecting Frank.
I know. But on Thursdays, the first year they switched over to, was it Amazon Prime or whatever?
I'm watching out for you.
Sorry, babe. But he'd be like, you got to find the app. You got to make sure. And then if, oh my God, if you miss the first minute of it, Joshua, fix the TV. So
all of this is our fault because we didn't want to watch commercials anymore.
So is Josh the go-to fix-it dude on TV tech and streaming?
No sound
you're in
on
the right
TV.
studio. We have a guest in here watching what we do.
Yeah, it's So what is it? Surround sound, no worky, Josh. And here comes Josh. So no sound from TV, Josh.
And is that his knuckles dragging on the ground over here? Okay.
Not that bad.
No, he's getting better. He has figured out YouTube and how to watch all the games. And he doesn't. He goes, yeah, Amazon. I just say buy now and it shows up at the house. Like, awesome. So he's learning, but yeah, that was funny.
So speaking of streaming and TV and digital,
yes,
I ran across a report that you might find interesting by
see.
Pew Research, reputable.
Okay.
About the growing share of Americans are now getting their news online versus print.
Oh, I would be interested in this.
And we knew that 8 years ago that was trending that way. Print was still ahead of the game 8-9 years ago, but now it's clearly digital. It says 83% of local residents feel local online media is important. More people are going to online news now versus radio. And only 15% of online news readers pay for a subscription. The rest get it free on sites like signalsaz.com or cast11.com. So I thought that was pretty interesting that we have finally switched, the demographics have finally switched to digital versus print. We knew it was going that. It was a question of when. It was like when, I remember when the browser domination, at first it was Internet Explorer, and then that switched over to Google, and then Google, Safari, all that kind of became dominant. And now we're starting to see digital news pull ahead in the market in terms of what people are on, in terms of getting their information.
Well, and I think too, it's one like with signals. I live in a bubble, so I don't want to hear anything bad going on in the world. My husband will watch CNN and Fox and all that stuff. And I'm like, I just want to know, is there something that is immediately going to affect me in my little town that I want to know about it? Otherwise, and you can, with digital, you can really kind of formulate what you want to see. As in newspaper.
Do you watch the news at all at home?
I do, just because
do you
it's
watch
on.
a particular channel, or I watch everything for about twice a week just to stay in touch. I'll watch CNN, I'll watch Fox, MSNBC. I'll watch all of them for about 10 minutes.
Did you know that my husband, who is not super technically savvy, can put 6 screens on the TV and it's headline news, CNN, Fox, MSNBC, and he can toggle between there so that he can like see the ones he wants.
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah,
Did Josh set him up?
Probably. There's probably a station that just has them all. But I'm like, so I get news by osmosis from walking through the room and it just absorbing into my brain.
The knuckle dragging, the cussing.
Yeah. So
cool.
What else you got? I have a funny story. So 3 were convicted in an audacious theft of ancient gold coins from a German museum. And the reason this story made me chuckle is because it sounds like a Mission Impossible thing. So they stole.
Where Tony puts in some generic but in German accent.
999.
Yeah, 999.
The heist took place in just 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Investigators said at 1:17 a.m., cables were cut at a telecoms hub nearby, leaving the region without communication networks. The museum door was pried open. Now, see, Mission Impossible, they come from like the ceiling, but pried open at 1:26. The thieves left the building at 1:35. It took them a while to catch them, and they just each were sentenced to like 9 to 11 years. But they took the treasure. No alarms were triggered. The museum didn't have an overnight guard, which, come on. I mean, I'm sure they do now.
They just had a big sign that said 9.
9. No enter. 9. Most of the stolen treasure is still missing. So if you want to go on a treasure hunt, we can go. But
they got it buried in a cache somewhere.
A cache. So when they get out in 10 years, they're going to go. But you know, when they get out, they're going to be watching them, try to find this treasure. But it's a bunch of gold coins. And but I thought it was not cool. Like, don't go, break into a museum. But the fact that it does feel like a very much Mission Impossible, like, so I thought that was pretty cool.
Mission possibly failing.
However, I did watch the last Mission Impossible, and it literally is impossible. There is no way.
Flying cars?
No, that's possible. Now, Tom Cruise goes under the water, like in a submarine, like down below, and he has this special suit. Oh, but of course the special suit won't fit through this opening. So he takes it off and he's like swimming and passes out, but he lands right where the pickup spot is. I'm like, Mission Impossible, indeed. It is not possible.
Okay. Spoiler alert.
This possible. Oh, it's totally possible.
So that was another streaming report on Mission Impossible. Was your second one or third one?
Yeah. Keep going. I got more. Let's go. So, but 4 defendants were accused of a total of 20 break-ins and attempted robberies. So they got some bad guys off the street for like 10 years.
9.
Good job, Germany.
That's all I got. What are we missing?
I think that's it. Jessica, you got talk about your new animals that were born.
Oh, my Lanta. At Bearizona, they just rescued 2 new cubs and they named them Ozzy and Hulk.
She my Lanta.
She says my Lanta. It's very weird.
And school starts tomorrow.
So new bears at
Bearizona.
Bearizona. Thank
That's
you.
my
I was
happy
thinking the
place.
deer farm for a second.
Yeah,
I don't know
same
why.
thing basically.
Actually, Barizona's pretty cool.
It's super cool.
I like
Just
it a
don't
lot.
go when it's hot.
No, because they're cranky. But so Ozzy and Hulk.
Yep.
There's a lot of that going around. School starts tomorrow. You got to be happy.
I am going to lovingly hug my daughter as I throw her on a school bus and wave bye-bye.
So it's back to
I'm
school.
not putting her on
back
a
to
school
school
bus.
tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did we go
So
back to
fast.
school that early?
No.
The
I
day
remember
after
it was
Labor
after
Day.
Labor Day, because
Yeah.
that was our last weekend. We would go to Lake Mojave, Catherine's Landing. We had a boat there. I grew up water skiing at Lake Mojave. Me and my brother, mom, and dad from 1972 through like 90. And but in school, when we were in school, Labor Day was the last weekend, and I was always so bummed driving home, that 6-hour drive home.
Because you knew that was it.
I got to go to school tomorrow because Sunday
Yeah.
night drive. We're all sunburnt. And yeah.
Wow.
But these kids get so much time off. They get 2 weeks at Christmas. They get a week and a half at fall. They get 4 days for
That's
Thanksgiving.
not for the kids. It's the teachers.
Well,
I'm
according
sure,
to
and then snow days.
According to a very popular cheer coach in the Quad Cities, she's been quoted as saying, "I'm super happy that school is back in session because I'm over the vacations." I mean, she's over the vacations, ready to get everybody back to practice. I'm over it. I'm tired of summer.
What time?
Get these kids
When
back.
when do they get out of
It's
school?
like May 25th or something.
So they get out
they
a
only get
little earlier.
They get like
Mhm.
2 months off.
When
so
did
all of
we
June.
get out of school?
Like
or
June
something?
6th
yeah.
is just embedded in my mind.
That's about right, I think.
Mhm.
I can't really remember.
First
I think
week
it
of
was
June.
Well, we didn't go back this early.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
And I never got sick of vacations. So whatever you're talking about.
Well,
She's in comp mode. How many?
I'm in
How many practices until your first
We
competition?
have 106 days before our first
Right.
competition, so it is time for everybody to get back. and
Comp
get-
mode. I think she said cop mode.
No,
No.
competition mode. Get
Competition
everybody
mode.
back. We're all stars this year, man.
All
A
right.
lot of
So back
pressure.
to school tomorrow. Congratulations.
Thank you. I
You
survived.
Barely.
All you
Barely.
parents. Just wait, it gets better. Then your daughters move off, your sons move off.
Stop
and they get
it,
jobs.
Todd.
It's so
my
wonderful.
God.
In fact, my daughter just signed up for her own cell plan. She's officially an adult. She took her first vacation on her own dime, has her own cell phone,
Okay.
got a killer job in
Is she
New
on your
York,
insurance still?
paying for her own apartment,
Car
wow.
insurance?
own food, own health insurance, everything.
go.
I don't.
Self-sufficient.
Now I get to send her gifts every now and then.
Right.
And she may ask for
Excellent.
help on upgrading her cell phone because she came off of our plan knowing that she passed up a free cell phone on our plan.
Oh, you owe
she's
her a
got a-
cell phone.
Yeah, she was giving me the side eye on the FaceTime the other day about the upgrade. But
Yeah.
hey, you don't know anybody.
Yeah, but you want her to have the best cell phone possible. She's on the other side of the United States.
You're talking $1,000. Shut up. I'm enjoying
Allie, you get a new
the
cell phone.
accessory dollars.
Poor Allie. There with a flip phone in the middle of New York.
Her pictures are all
trying to
grainy.
navigate the subway system with a flipping
Sweaty,
phone.
the sweaty subject. It's a little sweaty right now.
Yeah, but here's Allie. Anyone have Google Maps with her flipping her little phone? Please, Dad, buy me
Breaking
a
out the
phone.
trifold map of the subway system.
She's got a Thomas guy. I don't know.
But Dad wouldn't give me the upgrade.
Turn to page 73. 73's been torn out. I don't know where I'm going.
It's got gum on it.
Get her.
All right.
Oh, my Lanta.
All right. Well, so
That worked.
people need to let us know what they want us to talk about in the next episode or future episodes. Who should they email?
We need a suggestion box.
Yeah. Do you got a suggestion box?
Yeah, email me at media@signalsaz.com and I'll.
So we'll put that
got a
in
cool
the
story?
link or the summary for
Yeah.
suggestions on future news or what we want to talk about.
Heck
Because
yeah.
we're still figuring this out.
Yeah. Everybody slow down for kids starting every day, but
Yes.
Thursday.
Great
Please.
suggestions. Slow down. When
Watch
the bus
those
stop, when
buses.
the
Phones
bus is
down.
blinking the red lights with the stop sign fans out,
Stop,
that means you're
dum-dum.
supposed to stop.
Even if you're wrong, nobody will get mad at you. If you're not supposed to stop because you're on the other side of the road, nobody will get mad at you. I
Yeah,
promise.
I get
No.
them. No.
No.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
we don't get mad. Oh,
Mm-mm.
no, we don't get mad.
Stop for buses.
Be careful.
Stop for buses.
And roundabouts. No? I don't
No,
know.
you.
Okay, I don't even know.
Clearly doesn't have kids anymore. That's all I got on First to Know News. First
See ya.
episode.
Good job. See ya.
See ya.